Hi guys, we made it to the airport and we're about to head over to England. And what are we gonna do over there?
We're gonna do some hunting.
Yeah, so we're gonna be mainly hunting Chinese water deer in Muntjac, which is a first for me, so it's gonna be pretty exciting. We just got to England and we're going for our first walk to see what's around. The real hunting is going to start tomorrow, but we want to get a lay of the land first and see it in the daylight before we head out tomorrow morning. So it's a good walk. Hopefully we see a little bit more.
Should be it. That's how easy. I always like to make sure and then make sure again, you know.
Yeah.
Well, that should be good.
Perfect. So we came out this morning, first of all, zeroed the rifles, and for me it was great because I haven't played with the Alpex yet. So zeroing it was so easy that we took a couple shots of the sticks because we have a Muntjac size target out there as well. And it was good practice to get used to the size. So I hope that in the evening we can get one.
In England, it's gonna be a lot about learning new things. First of all is chasing different animals that I don't have back home with the Muntjac and the Chinese water deer, but also I can use some technology that I can't have at home. This is the Alpex, which is unfortunately still illegal in Germany, but here I can use it to go after the Muntjac. It's the morning of the full first day of hunting, and I'm out here trying to get a Muntjac. So far, they've been very quick. There was one that came out. There's a hedge in front of me, and he came out for about like 5 seconds. So you're gonna see how quick he was back in there. But I hope there's gonna be one that comes out. It's English weather at the moment, bunch of rain. Here you can see what I'm seeing this morning. It's a big pasture surrounded with woods, and then that hedge just in front there behind the fence line. That's where all the Muntjac moved through, but so far they haven't stuck their head out for long enough. The Muntjac are really funny. They come out here, they stay out for maybe 1 or 2 seconds and then head back into the hedge in front of me. So I have to be rather quick if I want to get a shot on them.
Looking over to the right from my high seat, I could see these two Muntjac come out, one doe and one little buck. And then a little bit later, a little bit bigger buck came out, and first thing he did was chase away the little guy.
Check back down here in England. He was trying to cross the pasture and came over about 50 meters in front of me. So I had a really good shot, and he's down there. There he is.
First morning sit here in England was a lot of success. 3 Muntjac down. First this buck came out, and then he followed, and then a little bit later this little guy came out with 2 other ones. So it was a quick shot because they're only at like 30 meters. So yeah, perfect morning here in England. After the very successful Muntjac hunt, we drove northeast to Norfolk to go after Chinese water deer next. The hunting ground here was a lot different, a lot more open fields, but then also some stands of old dry corn, which made it very easy for the Chinese water deer to hide in. So good glassing was very essential. But finding the deer was really only the first part. The difficult job was judging them while they're moving through the brush and making sure that we only shoot at the male ones. So that was a real challenge because they hardly ever stood still, and the only real thing I could go off, not being really experienced with them, were the teeth, and seeing those at distance was quite a challenge. After some more stalking, we found a buck and I was able to get on the sticks and take a shot. Perfect, so we just went out stalking and came across this young Chinese. It's a buck, so we got the first one. That was brilliant, and he's a nice buck. Perfect. After shooting the first little buck, we went out stalking further, but we mostly saw does, so it took a good while before we came across the next one. So we went on stalking a little bit more after getting the small one early on, and then pretty much in last light we came about this guy here, and he has so much character. I don't know if you can see it properly, but his ear on the right side is split all the way down, and he's got some pretty big teeth here as well. So that was a perfect opportunity, and we capitalized. So yeah, perfect day. So much character here in the ear. It's incredible. And then, yeah, some pretty sharp teeth as well. It was an amazing trip in England, and we definitely filled the freezer. If you enjoyed the video, I would definitely appreciate a comment, and stay tuned for the next one.